So I'm here to debunk, well, not debunk, but I did the eyebrow hack where you use a fork, like the rounded side, to do a cat eye. And clearly I have pretty shit depth perception. I have had a White Claw mango. This side was better, I think. But so there you go. Another DIY challenge. My eye is really greasy, so maybe that means I won't have any wrinkles in that area of my eyeball or eyelid. Apparently, according to makeup artists, I have very big hollows. There you go. Who knew? I found out that a while ago. I put on some lipstick tonight, some red lipstick, because I just wanted to feel sexy, and I do. So that's great. And it's date night, and we're having surf and turf. And I'm really excited. And I've talked to a couple friends today. And I'm feeling enthused on life. I'm doing a lot of reflecting on things. Getting red on my teeth. And I have an itchy ear. I'm realizing it's really important to look at yourself objectively, outside of yourself, from your own positionality, and really think about the things that you need to work on. Because everybody, I don't care who you are, have things things they need to work on. Everyone. You can be, really successful, a really hard worker. Maybe you work too hard. Maybe you don't have work-life balance. Maybe you are a perfectionist. Maybe you're very controlling. Maybe you are not assertive. Maybe you are insecure. Maybe, you know what I mean? We all have things that we need to work on. No one is exempt. No one actually is perfect. And maybe that's part of why we always feel this push to constantly do better, do more, and we're just always in this rat race of running, and never really maybe enjoying the moment. So today was a beautiful day of just enjoying moments and seeing my friend Mallory and connecting with a couple of friends. My friend Kathy, who I bought some cards that I want to send to, one to her, one to my folks, one to my friend Jenny in Ontario. And I'm just really excited to do old-fashioned correspondence. And one to my friend Jasmine, who wrote me a typed letter the other day, which is precious. And I'm really excited for the summer. I'm really excited to, hopefully, if these restrictions get a little bit lifted, Evan and my friends Allie and Kyle are coming out, and we're gonna go camping for a week in August. And we really need it. I don't think we've even gone on a vacation since 2014. We went to Tofino for Valentine's Day. That's it. And I don't want to complain because it was wonderful. That's a lie. We did go to Tofino with my parents again a couple years later. That was really fun too. We love Tofino, but it would just be really cool to go camping with some friends, campfires, playing guitar by the fire. Kyle and I are both songwriters, so we'd probably write some music together and just get in the vibe. And I really love his Edmonton friends. They're just super salt of the earth, chill people, and I'm highly neurotic, and that is something that I have to work on, and that I recognize is something about me that's not great. And not a lot of people are. I don't know, there's a good amount of people that are. And you find your tribe that kind of puts up with you when you're not feeling yourself and loves you anyway. And you've got to get better, and that's something that I recognize. Can't keep repeating the same patterns. You have to move forward. Everybody does. Everybody needs to acknowledge their own crap. And I'm really big on accountability, and that includes myself, obviously. I definitely had some friends in the past that we didn't really have boundaries, and I would give everything and I would get resentful because I wouldn't say no and I wouldn't stay true to myself. So I'm really working on that now and recognizing when I'm giving too much. The first part of this year was very much a season of giving too much of myself. I think maybe, I don't really know actually, because I don't regret anything. I would do it again. I would give someone the shirt off my back. But maybe it's also monitoring intentions as well as knowing where your intentions come from and sort of analyzing those. You know, are you treating someone with the utmost respect they deserve? Are you being kind? Are you being compassionate? Or are you acting out on your emotion? You know, sometimes when we're in the heat of an argument, we are repeating cycles from other people in our lives that they've acted out on us, and repeating that cycle out on another person that exhibits the same character traits. And that is really toxic. So recognize that everyone is an individual, and recognize that we are all in different stages of growth. Be honest with your friends. Don't be afraid to be honest with people. I know for people like me that have been burnt by friends, it's really hard to trust. And sometimes people give you reason to doubt them. They cut you out, they ice you out, they block you, they do really, rash things or impulsive things that give you pause, and rightfully so. I mean, we all have ego, right? Like we all have dignity that we want to kind of keep in check. So, I mean, when we get burnt like that, we hesitate, and it's a gut reaction to, being left out or like cast aside. You know what I mean? Like when someone is like, no, I don't want you. That's hard. That's hard. That hurts you. That affects your level of trust in a person. But I've always been somebody that, despite that, has the biggest heart. And that has been my downfall before. And people have taken me for granted for that reason. And I've let it happen because I love so much. And I love my friends deeply. They know that. Even the ones that drive me crazy, as I'm sure they drive me crazy, or I drive them crazy, vice versa. It's very much something that I am working on, is learning to trust and learning to be open and learning to say, this doesn't work for me. It really depends on timing and how a person is acting, how, if I get a phone call and someone seems, their tone is off, I'm a very empathic person. I will not choose that moment to be like, hey, here's my heart, can you throw it in the garbage? Like, you have to be careful when you share things. I'm bending over. You have to be careful when you share things with people. You have to both be in a good space. You have to fill yourself up. Because also when you're not filling yourself up and you're not checking in with yourself, you're not in a good place to receive, or not receive, what's the word I'm looking for? We're not in a good space to, whatever, it doesn't matter. What I really want to relay is that this has been a really good year for me in terms of building confidence slowly and, learning to trust my gut, learning to listen to that voice that I've silenced so many times, and to question things that should be questioned, and maybe some things that shouldn't, because I'm a very curious person, and I know a lot of you are. So it's okay to question things. It's okay to, not be sure of where you're going, and not know. Not everyone has that crystal clear vision of what their future is going to look like. And if they look down on you for not knowing, then that's on them. Like, you are figuring it out. So I've got this practicum now. I'm working with a consulting firm for the summer, and I'm proud of myself. It's a little nerve-wracking. It's new. I'm learning new technology. It's been a like crazy 2 weeks of just like doing my best and rolling with the punches. And, you know, it's kind of cool being the only girl in a consulting firm. I feel very much like Peggy from Mad Men. I'm living my truth. I am using copy. I'm doing content creation. I'm making up little slogans. And so far, they're going really well. And it sounds like dinner's ready. So I'm going to wrap this up. But yeah, my practicum's going really well. So that's a new thing that I'm doing. But I also really miss sort of the broadcasting that I was doing with Andrew on his radio show. So I kind of want to get back to doing that somehow in some capacity. Yeah, I miss it, and I'm sad about that. So I don't know if I should do like a blog or a podcast myself. I'm just weighing that opportunity. So let me know if you think that I should or whatever, you know? Yeah, I recently reached out to a girl in a band that I love so much, Strange Breed, and she said something in passing about wanting to jam, and I really, really want to do that. So I'm going to follow up with that and hold me to it, and I'm going to write in my journal tonight. Maybe, I don't know, it depends, because I need to do some reflecting on some of my thought processes that need a little bit of reprogramming. Because we all need reprogramming sometimes. And it's good to recognize that and to grow and to thrive and to flourish into a beautiful new year. I'm feeling very hopeful about the future. So if you're not, let me hold that space for you. Have a great night. Happy Saturday.